How's it going, my evil residents? I finally have another weapon ranking for you after God knows how long, and it's on the first Resident Evil game, the very first Resident Evil game. We are going to take a look at the 9 weapons in this game, and we are going to rank them from worst to best. There's only 9 weapons in this game. There's not a huge amount that we have to go over. I am going over the bonus weapons from the PC versions of the game, the Ingram and the Mini-Me, as well as all the main game weapons and the rocket launcher as well. This list is a little different than you might be expect. If you disagree with my list, if you think something should be in a different spot, feel free to let me know in the comments. I won't be doing stats for this one, as the stats of the weapons don't super matter too much for these classic top-down Resident Evil games. It mostly comes down to where you get them, how much ammo they have, and the situations you use them in that makes them useful, as opposed to just their straight-up damage compared to another weapon. As far as numbers go, anyway. I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into the video. In last place is the flamethrower. I know this might be the second most controversial spot on this list, but I genuinely think the flamethrower is such a waste of time and space, to the point where as Jill, you don't encounter it because it's a Chris exclusive weapon, obviously, and as Chris, you don't even need to use it. You can just use it the same way Jill does. It doesn't even matter if it works. Yeah, you can use it when you fight Black Tiger, the spider boss in the mines area, but you do not need it for that. This game gives you so much ammo for the shotgun, and you can get the Magnum by this point too, that you just don't need this. It's completely pointless to use. It's not even the most effective way to take out Black Tiger. It's just kind of there if you happen to not have any ammo. But with how good this game is about giving you ammo, you don't need this at all. This is one of the easiest, most ammo-abundant Resident Evil games, as far as non-action ones anyway. It just doesn't serve a point in the game. If Capcom remakes this game, I really hope that they give the flamethrower more of a fleshed out role in the game, rather than just having it be a key item that also can be shot at stuff. It just feels very underwhelming. It's like, cool, I got a flamethrower, and then you put it back on the wall, and you never touch it again. And it's like, okay, that was fun, I guess. It's just the least useful weapon in the entire game. That's why it goes at the bottom here. Literally, if they just upsized its role, it could be halfway up the list. That's the only reason it's down here, is just because you get it for like 2 minutes. That is all. In 8th place, we have the combat knife. No surprise, if you saw my melee weapons ranked video, you know the knives in the original top-down Resident Evil games, aside from Code Veronica, are very hard to use. But once you get good at using them, which takes a while, they are about as effective as a handgun, maybe slightly more effective. But because of that massive learning curve, I ranked it below the handgun. The best thing about the combat knife is that you could just finish off zombies on the ground with it and save your handgun ammo. It is so useful in your first mansion visit. After that, you don't really need it at all. But it's so useful in that first mansion visit for saving you ammo, because it's the only time ammo is really super scarce in this game as far as the handgun ammo goes. And it's just helpful. It's really good. It's nearly impossible, unless you are super good at this game, to use it on its own. So I ranked it second to last, but because of how useful it is in tandem with other things in this game, I ranked it above the flamethrower in 8th place. However, I don't rank it above any other actual weapon because, like I said, it's just not as useful as any other weapon. On its own, it's only useful in tandem with other weapons. In 7th place, we have the handgun. I'm not ranking the custom handgun from Arrange mode because I haven't personally played Arrange mode, but from what I understand, it is just a slightly more accurate version of this one, so it would just rank above this one. But anyways, the handgun in this game is fantastic. It is very reliable. You don't have to go for headshots. You can just aim and shoot. Count to 5 to 10, depending on how lucky you are. It's usually like 5 to 8 for me, how fast the zombies go down, which I really appreciate. It makes the zombies feel durable without feeling like bullet sponges because of how reliably they'll go down. And you don't have to go for the headshots with them doing like freaking limbo to avoid your bullets like they do in the remake games. So I really like that aspect of the handgun, just its reliability. It is the most reliable weapon in every sense of the word. You can take down every boss with it if you want to. You can take down every zombie with it if you want to. it does have a fall off in the later half of the game to encourage you to use the other stronger weapons, so it really serves its role as the early game weapon really well. But because it can get a little slow or hard to use later when the hunters and stuff show up, I ranked it down here in 7th place. In 6th place, we have the Magnum. The reason I ranked the Magnum here in like the lower middle part of the list, it's mainly just because it feels like, I might just be crazy. The way the weapon is presented in the game makes it feel like I should use it less than I can actually use it, and because of that, I never use it. I always save it. This could just be a me problem. I've seen other people do this in Resident Evil games where they refuse to use their Magnum on non-boss enemies. This game gives you, I think, 24 Magnum rounds. Tyrant goes down in 6. Not even 6 if you're doing the first Tyrant fight. There is no earthly world where you need that much Magnum ammo in this game. But because of how the game presents its scarcity, it feels like you have no ammo for the Magnum. And I really like that, but also it makes it feel less useful than the other weapons, which it's supposed to. It is supposed to feel like, oh, this is my like pocket boss destroyer weapon. But it gives you the ammo to warrant using it pretty much through the entire lab section. You can just use the Magnum, including both Tyrant fights, and you will not run out of ammo. That's how much ammo it gives you. I think I'm kind of convincing myself to put it higher, but I just can't because all the other weapons above this, looking at the list, are just more useful because they either have more ammo or they're just like about statistically the same or better for most of the game. So I'm going to leave the Magnum here. Let me know your thoughts on the Magnum, because this is the spot where I am most conflicted about where to put it. I could see the Magnum being argued for 3rd or 4th. However, because of the way it's presented in the game, it drops at a spot. I don't know if it's just the way my brain works and how I use power weapons. I'm also the type of person to collect ingredients in survival games for like boosters and then never use the boosters ever because what if I need them later? I'm also that type of person, so this could just be a me thing. I like to mention in most of my list rankings that as much as I like to be objective in these lists, every person's list is going to be somewhat subjective. My subjective opinions and the way I play games is definitely showing with where I'm ranking the Magnum. I know I've been ranting about this forever and I need to shut up, but I just want to get across. The Magnum is amazing. It's so good, but there's lots of other amazing and really good weapons that are arguably more useful and more present in your game than the Magnum is. So I'm putting the Magnum in 6th place. If you think it should be in a different spot, please do let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. In 5th place, we have the rocket launcher. It's a little... The information for how to unlock this is a little iffy online. From what I've seen, you have to beat it in no saves in, I think, 4 hours? It's somewhere between 3 to 5 hours you have to beat the game with no saves, is how you get this. And it has infinite ammo. So, obviously, it kills everything in one hit and it has infinite ammo. It's amazing. The only reason it's not top 5... Well, 2 reasons technically. One, it's a bonus item. In my previous lists, rewatching them, I don't think I should have put the rocket launchers in the number 1 spots, even if they're easy to unlock, because you can't use them in your first playthrough, and most people only play through games once, maybe twice. So they're probably not going to use it, and therefore it's less useful. So if I go back and redo my old weapon ranking videos with better quality, which if you would like me to do that, let me know, and let me know which ones you would like me to do, I definitely will move the rocket launchers down a spot. Obviously, it's a one-hit kill, has infinite ammo, it's great. But the slow, like, wind-up of it makes it a little annoying to use against hunters. So in the second half of the game, it's just kind of not as useful. And the fact that it's a bonus item with questionable unlock requirements makes me want to put it in 5th place. Obviously, it's still fantastic. These top, 5 spots are basically interchangeable. It mainly goes in 5th place because it's a bonus item. In 4th place, we have the Mini-Me. I'm going to talk about these two back to back, so I'm just going to say now, in 3rd place is the Ingram. The Mini-Me is Chris's exclusive weapon. It is a big machine gun, like a Rambo-style machine gun. And the Ingram is a little SMG. It's like a MAC-10 or a MAC-11 I'm not really sure the distinction. Some gun nerd is going to tell me in the comments, and I will like your comment. Functionally, they are exactly the same. The reason I put Chris's below Jill's is because I know that they're exactly the same, okay? I know they're almost exactly the same statistically. They have the same ammo, they fire the same speed, they do the same damage. I'm fully aware of that. Just something about Jill's Ingram is just so nice. It's just so nice to use. And I really wish that Jill had kept the Ingram in some capacity in some game besides RE5. RE5 is the only other game wherein SMG is considered her main weapon, and I don't understand that. She can't get an SMG in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. She just seems like an SMG character. Am I crazy for that? I don't know if I'm like applying character traits to characters that don't have them, but Jill just seems like an SMG character more so than Claire, but Claire seems to be getting the SMG treatment from Capcom. Claire is the grenade launcher character. Jill is the SMG character. I don't know. I could be weird. Jill also uses a grenade launcher, but Claire's grenade launcher is cooler than Jill's. So, I don't know. Let me know your opinion on that. I'm very curious, but that is literally the only reason the Ingram is higher than the Mini-Me. They both are really easy to use, really quick to use. Stun lock enemies. They may not be one hit, but you will not have to press that trigger to fire it more than once because it will stun lock any enemy in place. You will be completely fine with this. I'd argue, because I put them above it on the list, fucking obviously I cannot talk today, that they're better than the rocket launcher because of that quick wind-up time, and they're easier to unlock. You just have to beat the game in a certain amount of time, and you can save. How easy is it to get these? It's really easy. It's really easy. This game is so easy. Like, people say RE2 is the easiest Resident Evil game. RE1 is so easy. Like, even my first playthrough, I was just breezing through it. It's such an easy game. These make this game a complete walk in the park because you don't have to worry about ammo management. They're easy to unlock. They stun lock every enemy. They melt bosses. They take up one space. And because they're so easy, you don't need a healing item on you. So what more do you want? They're just that good. They're that good. The only reason they're in 3rd and 4th is because they're bonus items, and you have to play the game like at least once or twice to unlock them. So they will not be as useful for people that only play this game once or twice because you won't get them. Anyways, moving on to the two GOATs of this game. In 2nd place, we have the shotgun. This could easily be argued for 1st. I might argue myself into thinking it's 1st while talking about it, but let's just talk about it. You can insta-kill any regular zombie. You can stun lock basically any other enemy. It is reliable. It doesn't have the like limited shotgun range if you're using it against bosses and stuff like that. It really helps you clear out the Spencer Mansion. It is completely your go-to in the labs. Spencer Mansion Visit 2. It's even good against the hunters. I believe it's either a 3 or a 4 shot. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this game showers you with shotgun shells. Not enough people talk about how many shotgun shells you get in this game. I think by the end of my 2nd playthrough, and when I was conserving shotgun ammo as Chris, I had like 50 shotgun shells. And I had only used it a couple of times to take out a few zombies. And I only used 1 shell for each. Because if you don't know, if you aim up while a zombie is right in front of you, and it's a pretty generous range, you can instantly one-shot them. And it always works. I've never had it not work before. It's so good. And there's no Crimson Heads. And this shotgun's even fucking better in the remake, because if you pop their head off with the shotgun, they don't become a Crimson Head later. Absolutely insane. But we're not talking about the remake right now. We're talking about the OG. And it's still good in the OG. It's still good in the OG. It's still awesome. It's a go-to for both characters. That's the main reason I could see someone arguing for this to be 1st. It's usable on both characters. So if you think the shotgun should be 1st, totally valid, totally understand. However, the unrivaled power of the #1 spot, it can't be beat, in my opinion. Can't be beat. In #1, we have the bazooka. You can get this basically instantly as Jill. As soon as you spawn in, go up the stairs, go in the door, pick up the bazooka. You don't even need the shotgun in this game as Jill. If they remake this game straight up and like, just don't give Jill the shotgun. I know it'll cut out the Jill sandwich line, but you could just add in a thing where the shotgun gets broken it gets crushed under the thing because she drops it when Barry pulls her out of the falling ceiling. Yeah, I mean, they could just do that as a way to trick you and be like, what? I don't get to shotgun as Jill? Gadzooks. And it'll be a nice little funny little remake change that'll put people on their toes. I think that would be a cool change. Anyways, talk about the actual gun. You get the acid rounds that are especially effective against living things. You get flame rounds, which kind of shoot in like a weird cone, and you get explosive rounds that can take out groups. So good. So good. So useful. And the game showers you with grenade launcher ammo. Like, you can just use the grenade launcher. After Mansion 1, you can use the grenade launcher for the whole game. You will not run out of ammo. As long as you're picking up all the ammo, you won't run out at all. It's crazy how much ammo you get for this thing. Like, I think altogether, I had about 50 grenade launcher rounds at the end of my first Jill playthrough, which is crazy. That's absolutely insane. You do not need that much ammo for this. Like, straight up, this game gives you so much ammo. Yeah, the main reason that this is in first is because of how much ammo it gives you, and because of how effective it is against the hunters. That's the main thing, is the hunters are the hardest part of this game, and the shotgun, while it is good against them, it does take a little bit of a learning curve to get used to when they're getting up, especially if you launch them off camera. You have to know when they're shooting. The bazooka, just fire and they're done. Sometimes it takes one hit, sometimes it takes two. It kind of depends on the round you're using and some other just like random health stuff that Resident Evil does. Overall, fantastic weapon. I thought I was going to convince myself the shotgun should be number one, but no, the bazooka should be number one. It's the best, even if it doesn't have infinite ammo. Who cares? You get so much ammo for it, it doesn't even matter. And Jill has extra slots anyway, so her extra 2 slots can just be for grenade launcher ammo, and then you can play the game as God intended with 6 slots. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, drop a like. If you disliked it, feel free to dislike it, but let me know why in the comments. We got channel memberships, we got merch. The channel memberships start at just $1, by the way, so if you'd like to support me more directly, that is the best way to do so. But if you can't, no pressure, or if you don't want to, all good. You watching is more than plenty. You liking is slightly more plenty. And you subscribing is the most epic thing you could possibly do. Thank you very much. We are almost to 10K, so that is my current goal. If you're watching this before I'm at 10K, please do subscribe. If you're watching it after 10K, also subscribe, please. Let me know what weapon ranking you would like to see next. I'm not really sure which ones I want to rank, and I won't rank weapons in games that I just don't want to rank them in. So if you want weapon rankings for Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 raid mode, I'm sorry, I don't have a spare 3,000 hours to unlock all the legendary weapons. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But if there's another game you'd like a weapon ranking in, let me know. Shout out to all my members. You all are beautiful and amazing. My harmless residents are scrolling on the left side of the screen right now. And I'd like to give a special shout out to my nefarious residents, Blaze MBZ, The Epic Rager, One's One Up, Daniel D, Katarina Godinho, Frederick Little, and Chris Got a Gun Time. And a super mega extra special shout out to my malevolent residents, Donna Dracula TTV, who has been a malevolent resident for 10 months, by the way, Aircrom Cromer, who has been a malevolent resident for 3 months, a Dark Trooper, also a malevolent resident for 3 months, Evil Resident, and Tim Just Me Really, who have both been malevolent residents for a month. Thank you all very much for being members, all of you from the harmless to the malevolent. Thank you very much. That's going to do it for this video, and yeah, stay evil, my residents.